What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys the squad that I'm going to be taking into King of the Court in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM to hopefully, at the end of it, secure #1 on the King of the Court leaderboards. Now, I still to this day don't have the best squad in the game, so it's going to be a tough thing to do. You guys can see Splash has won 4 weeks in a row. He's really good. He's got a really good squad. But my squad's getting better and better, and I think I finally got a squad. I said it the last time, finally got a squad that I genuinely think I could possibly win with. Now, with that being said, it's still going to be super tough, but I want to dive into the squad that I'm going to be taking into King of the Court today. Starting point guard, I'm running Victor Oladipo. The 6'3 guard, I think he is my best option at the point guard position right now. I think he's so complete, from the defense with Challenger, Glove, to the obviously clamps, the on-ball menace badge, to the 29 base badges, has a smooth release. I think he's my best option at the point guard position. Now, I have ran Diamond Chris Paul in the past, and I've liked him, but my MT is not in a great position right now, and so I'm going to use Victor Oladipo. I got him out of I think got him out of a diamond pack, a hidden gem pack, from King of the Court a while ago. He still is going to be my point guard starting today. Shooting guard position, we're running Tracy McGrady. I don't know why, but there's a lot of people out there that are not high on Tracy McGrady anymore, and it doesn't make sense to me. The card's 6'8". He has great badges. Mine has that Hall of Fame on-ball menace. 6'8". Great badges. Statistically speaking, he's really good as well. The only downside somebody could say to T-Mac is, well, Ty, at this stage, I wish his release is faster. And you know what? That's valid, guys. His release is on the slower side of things, but he's still chicken. He doesn't miss. He can dunk the ball with the best of them. And with his 6'8 wingspan, or 6'8 player build, he is going to be really large on the court as well. Small forward position, my best player, Paolo Banchero, 6'10", 88 3-ball, 90 standing dunk, 96 driving dunk, good ball handle, defensively perfect rebounding, perfect speed. Mine's got 22 Hall of Famers. I put on the on-ball menace badge. When it comes down to Paolo Banchero, he is going to be my best guy on the court. He is. I'm going to give him layup mixmaster. I don't know if I want to put limitless on him or Jaren. I probably will put it on Jaren Jackson Jr. or save it. But this card is my best player on the court. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no denying it. Paolo Banchero, if I win King of the Court, it's going to be because of this card. He does everything at just such an elite level on the court. And it's crazy. Every single one of my guys, between Victor Oladipo, T-Mac, and Paolo, are going to be able to defend at just such an elite level in this game. Power forward position, Terry Cummings. Now, one thing you guys need to know about my Terry Cummings is he's a beast as well. 84 3-ball, good standing driving dunk, solid ball handle, solid defensively, 87 speed, 7 Hall of Famers. I put extras on him. But the thing about Terry Cummings is this. He's got a smooth release. He plays great defense. There is just no downsides to Terry Cummings whatsoever at all. I mean, this card is an absolute beast in this game. Can defend, can knock down shots. Just feels that perfect kind of hybrid power forward role. Think of him as like a Kenyon Martin type player, a Draymond Green type player. Not going to defend as well as Draymond Green, but just kind of that power forward that can stretch the court, play good defense, be relatively quick as well. I love Terry Cummings at the power forward position. And holding it down at center today, Jaren Jackson Jr. Uploaded a gameplay of him. Watch it. The link to my Twitch is down below in the comments. So go follow me on Twitch. I'll probably be live streaming King of the Court, so make sure you're doing that. But also watch the Jaren Jackson Jr. gameplay, guys. You guys can see exactly what this card gets into. He is the best stretch big in the game. In my opinion, the best big in the game as far as an overall card. Might honestly be better at the power forward position than the center position. I think that's an interesting debate to be had, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jaren Jackson Jr. as an absolute stud, an absolute beast. Backup point guard. Here's where things get really interesting for my squad. Backup point guard position, there's a couple of different options. Option number 1, I could plug in Archie Clark. Now, Archie Clark offensively is pretty solid. He's got a solid release, can get the job done. However, he's only 6'2". I don't necessarily love his defense. Whereas with Eric Snow, you're looking at a 6'3 card. Defense not quite, or his offense not quite as high. His 3-ball not quite as good. But defensively gets the job done. His release is really good. His defense is pretty solid. The bad part about Eric Snow is I don't want to badge this card up. And so if there is another position that I do upgrade, it will be the point guard position, and I'll talk a little further about that in a second here. But I don't mind Eric Snow, and he can at least hold it down at the point guard position. A card I am comfortable with. Shooting guard position, Jack Marin, Chicken Man Jack. Great 3-ball, great ball handle, defensively really solid, 90 speed. Badge-wise, he's all the way badged up. And so when you look at my squad, I'm so close to having a complete squad. Jack Marin's going to play for a long time. Oladipo a long time. T-Mac, Paolo, Terry, Jaren a long time. We're upgrading the squad piece by piece, right? And that's something I've had a lot of success doing. Jack Marin's another one of those key pieces to my squad. This card can play for the foreseeable future. Small forward position up next. Now, again, I don't necessarily have the best overall squad right now, but Tobias Harris is another one of those important pieces for me. Great 3-ball, good ball handle, defensively solid enough for me. Dua Shakard was a little bit faster. That's maybe the one complaint I have about Tobias Harris. But, I mean, overall, it's tough to beat what this card can do. Knocks down shots, has a good release, plays solid defense. Tobias Harris, perfect at the small forward position. Backup power forward, this is kind of a placeholder, but it's Sharif Abdur-Rahim. This card has played for me for so long, and he's going to continue to play for me until he can't any longer. He's all the way badged up. He's got decent speed, he's got decent defense, and he can knock down shots. Now, I will say it or phrase it like this. My starters are going to play way more than my bench. It's just what's going to happen. It's going to be part of the situation today because my starters are way better than my bench. However, at least most of my starters compared to most of my bench. However, Sharif's going to need to come in the game and give me some solid minutes. That's what he's going to need to do on the floor for me. So, hopefully, he can get the job done. At the backup center position, Tim Duncan. Some people slander this card, and I don't know why. Tim Duncan is an absolute beast on this game. 7 Hall of Famers, protects the paint, knocks down shots. I really do like Tim Duncan. When I got Tim Duncan, I wasn't sure how much Tim Duncan would honestly play for me because I didn't love what the card did on the court. I'm like, I mean, really, Tim Duncan? But as times went on, gotten higher and higher on Tim Duncan. Card that I do believe is an absolute beast. Now, at my bench positions, I'm just going to plug in some golds, some guys that aren't going to play for me, but hopefully help me get a few more points in my team, right? All the points do matter right now, so hopefully they help me get a few more points. Now, as far as my jerseys, you guys know I'm rocking out the T-Wolves jerseys. Shouldn't ever be a question when it comes down to that. We're going to be playing in the MyTEAM Coliseum. Hopefully that does help me out a little bit. We'll use the holographic ball today because why not? Now, I will say this though. There's a couple of positions that I do want to shore up. It is the point guard and power forward position. So, I've got my eye on a couple of different cards today. One being Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul would be a great addition to the squad, depending if I can get one fully badged, all the different things. That's, one thing that is in the back of my mind. The option number 2 is getting DeJounte Murray. Those are 2 guys that I think are really solid at that point guard position. The problem is, again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the ones that I want specifically. So, those guys, if you see them, let's say you join my stream and see those guys playing, that isn't necessarily a surprise. I love those guys. I want to run those guys. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to overpay for these specific cards who I'm not for sure about. I'm not for sure about. Now, power forward position. Couple of different options. If I can find a badged up Amari Stoudemire, he'll play for me. He can dunk the ball, his defense is solid, and he's got 86 speed. If I find a badged up Amari that I like, he will 110% be on my court. I don't mind Amari. I know a lot of people don't love the card. I personally think the card is just fine. Some other guys that are on my radar. Jamal McClure. I think this card can definitely play. Thing about him is, can I knock down consistent shots with him? If I can, he is definitely going to find his way on my squad. But the thing about it is, another card that I want to get badged up. I just don't want to buy him and have to eventually badge him up. I need to find one that is badged up. So those are the couple of guys that just are on my radar right now, are possibilities that I could possibly add to the squad. But it comes down to this. I'm not going to overpay for cards ever. And so if I can't get them for my specific prices, they're just not going to be on the squad today. It's that simple, that easy. Let me know your thoughts on my squad heading into today. I got Paolo. I got Jaren. We're putting some pieces in place. I think it comes down to this. Can I go out and hoop today? I forgot about my coach. Yes, Steve Kerr, the best coach in the game. That's my lineup. Let me know your thoughts on it. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.